So what did you suggest for me then, Liam?
I suggested for you a film called Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yep, you did.
Yeah? Christmassy, right?
Yeah, very Christmassy.
Like, Santa was in it, of sorts.
Yeah, not actual Santa.
A Santa, several Santas.
People dressed as Santa were in it.
3 people dressed as Santa.
No, more.
More. Yeah, more. Yeah, definitely. What more could you want? So, come on, let's hear it then. Let's have it.
It was better than Christmas Evil.
Yeah?
I enjoyed bits of this film.
Okay, what bits?
I really liked the end. Not because it was the end of the film, just because it's one of the worst ways I've seen someone set up a sequel.
So, for anyone that hasn't seen it, would you like to explain?
Well, we should probably give do you want to do a quick plot synopsis-y sort of thing?
We didn't for Elf.
Yeah, I know, but that's because... But to explain the end of this film, it's going to make more sense if they sort of vaguely know what's happened.
Alright, do a super quick plot
You're
synopsis.
You're better at them than I am.
Well, you won't learn if you don't try.
Boy watches his parents get murdered by a Santa Claus, then lives in an orphanage with his brother, has problems with Christmas, gets job, gets told he has to be Santa, murders everyone, then gets killed.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth noting that the orphanage was run by nuns, and they tied this idea that if you're naughty, you're punished into his head.
Yeah. And also, someone else his mental grandpa tells him it as well, that Santa punishes bad children.
Alright, so how good is that scene?
It's so weird.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe the grandpa's going to be the murderer in this film. He's in it for one scene, where you find out that he's pretending to be mentally ill.
Yeah, it's not really clear, is it?
No.
But, you know...
I mean, that was the impression I got. They're all like, oh, Grandpa, he doesn't talk or register us. And then suddenly they all leave and he just grabs a child and is like, Santa's gonna get you.
It's also worth noting this is a slasher movie.
Yeah, which I like slasher films.
Yeah, so this has like one of those like tried and tested slasher tropes of like the old kooky crazy man who tries to warn, normally the teenagers, but in this case it's a 6-year-old kid.
Yeah, that's sort of an interesting thing that this film does, is half the film is not him when he's an adult. It's like him growing up and all these different experiences. Like it's like half the film. Like it's mental how long it takes them to get. Like I was expecting people to start dying. Admittedly, there's the murders at the beginning, but like before you get an proper evil Santa, which you knew was coming, you're like halfway through the film.
Yeah, that's true. And also,
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I think what's another interesting thing to note for a slasher film is it kind of shirks away from having any like final girl or like a lead victim of some sort. Like the antagonist is the like main character.
Yeah, you're seeing it from the perspective of the killer.
Yeah.
As opposed to the traditional... Which
I think they also did with Christmas Evil, right?
Yeah.
So, interesting.
I mean, no. Christmas Evil was shit. This was good.
Okay, anyway, as you were, what else did you like?
There were boobs in it. That was good.
I remember you requested that specifically last year, so I tried to fulfill that request for you.
Yep, and it happened. Multiple times. Admittedly, a lot of those boobs ended up getting killed quite quickly.
Yeah, but still, you got boobs.
Yep. I enjoyed the bit that... I didn't enjoy it when I watched it.
Yeah.
Like, per se. But then you pointed it out to me.
Yeah.
And on rewatching it, I was like, oh, holy shit, this is great. I just hadn't registered it particularly.
Yeah.
Which was the montage of him being employed at a store for like a month, maybe?
A toy store, yeah. It's worth noting.
What? I mean, it's the worst. This whole film is bad decisions, right?
Yeah.
That's effectively the moral of this story is if you make shit decisions, bad stuff's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, why would he ever work at a toy store?
Well, got to get paid, haven't you?
Yeah, but when they were like, we're getting Santa in, why didn't he go, oh, like you said, why didn't he just go, oh yeah, I watched my parents get murdered and...
Well, okay, so I don't know if this is the answer, but just to try and come up with something off the top of my head. He was 18, he clearly was a bit damaged, like before it all started, it was a little bit odd. Maybe he was just a bit shy. Maybe he didn't want to like cause problems.
But the nuns, they knew this was happening.
Oh yeah, there was definitely like...
Because there's specifically a scene where they say, oh, we got him, we've hired him to do Santa, and the one of the nuns is like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then seems to take another half of the film to actually do anything with that knowledge.
Well, yeah, I mean, by that point, he's gone off and killed a load of people.
Yeah, but she doesn't, she finds out, and then she's like, oh God.
Well, she's a
And then
nun, right? So she probably thought like God or something would save him.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. It was an enjoyable watch. I don't think it was enjoyable for what the film was trying to do.
What do you think it was trying to do?
I think it was probably trying to be a slasher film and to make me feel suspense and sort of horror.
But you didn't feel suspense?
It feels tongue-in-cheek. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm laughing at the film, I think, more than I was getting behind it.
Okay. But you still enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, I definitely did. But, you know, because I don't know if this is a thing, but this is what it feels like slasher films sort of that era did, right? Because you have, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th and those sort of films.
Halloween.
They sort of got a bit tongue-in-cheeky as they went along. Like, you know, Jason in Space and whatever.
Yeah, but I mean,
I've not got that
Jason
far in the series.
Space until like early.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, eventually these films realised. I don't know. That's what it's always felt like to me. That it was they sort of realised that maybe what they were doing didn't work or something. Even though I love them.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm just interested in seeing if this series starts to just go ridiculous, or whether they're going to try and be real. Like,
oh well, I mean, there's 5 in this series in total. So, you know, you're going to have to wait 4 more years before we find out how it all holds together as a whole.
Yep. This is the start of a 5-year voyage.
Yeah. Which I think we're both excited to...
I am. I'm interested in seeing what they do.
But genuinely, that warm side of the door montage just takes this movie up to a, like... I think it's the only thing that would make me kind of think, oh, maybe it is slightly better than Christmas Evil. I
mean, it's ridiculous.
What, the montage?
Like, why did anyone make that?
I honestly don't know. Like you said, it feels like a 90s sitcom opening.
Yeah, it does. It honestly feels like you're watching the start of... I would probably watch a couple of episodes of that sitcom and then quickly fall out of love with it.
Yeah, once the Santa started going around killing people.
Yeah, it's worth... If you didn't watch this film, it's worth... I don't know how you would Google it to find that scene. What's the song called, Liam?
Warm Side of the Door.
So I guess if you tried searching Silent Night, Deadly Night, Warm Side of the Door, it's worth watching just for that.
Be able to just give a little demonstration of what it sounds like?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't remember.
Okay.
They say Warm Side of the Door in it. I know that.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, what else did you like, dislike, thoughts, feelings?
I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's more that I liked and what I didn't like. It's tricky.
What about what was your favourite kind of death scene in it? Because there's a couple of quite imaginative
woman
ones.
being impaled. Yeah, the woman being impaled on a deer head is quite impressive.
That's pretty iconic.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
She's in that woman is I'm gonna get her name wrong. Linnea Quigley, and she is in one of the Nightmare on Elm Street sequels. Fun fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one?
I can't remember.
Challenging your knowledge, Liam.
I want to say 4, but I would have to look it up to confirm.
Is that Dream Warriors or whatever, or is that 3?
3 is Dream Warriors.
Fair enough. But yeah, I don't know. That's the best death scene.
Yeah.
I think my main flaw with the film is the fact that it takes so long to get to the killing.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Because I wasn't watching this film for its story. And they definitely focus on the story at the beginning.
I would also kind of say that I do feel like the rape at the beginning is a bit unnecessary.
Oh, yeah, like, it totally is. They could have just killed them, and it would have had the exact same effect.
Yeah.
There's also, this film has too much rape in it.
Yeah, yeah, possibly. I mean...
Because, like, the girl that he meets that he sort of falls a little bit in love with...
Yeah, there's a brilliant scene where he imagines himself sleeping with her, but that doesn't pan out well.
Yeah, no, she then gets raped, so he kills the rapist.
Yeah. Cause, like,
and then she's annoyed, so he kills her.
Yes, yeah. Happens, doesn't it? We've all been there. Yeah, it's just... I think one of my favourite kills in it is the sled kill.
Yeah.
There's, 2, geeky kids, and then 2 bullies come along and steal their sleds. And one of them is just sliding down this hill, just gets his head taken clean off. I love it.
He's not the most memorable killer from the slasher genres.
Dressed as Santa.
But that's it. He's just dressed as Santa.
Yeah, and he says
so far he's not gone supernatural.
No, he hasn't.
He's not got a cool catchphrase. He just goes naughty
and punish.
I
mean, what sort of cool catchphrase? I
guess Jason didn't have a catchphrase.
Yeah, Michael Myers also doesn't have a catchphrase. Really, does Freddy Krueger have a catchphrase?
Yeah, he goes, "I'ma get you in your dreams."
Okay.
The famous
Freddy Krueger catchphrase. What was it again? Sorry.
"I'ma get you in your dreams."
No, but can you do it in the voice?
"I'ma get you in your dreams."
I forgot. That's my favourite moment in all of the films when he says his catchphrase.
should have had a catchphrase. Yeah. They missed a trick there.
They did. Like, he had a lot of memorable quotes.
Yeah, he says that's what I mean. He's a talkie killer.
Yeah,
he should have had one.
Yeah, Leprechaun had a couple of good quotes.
Oh, we should do that as a special on Nerd on Nerd at some point.
St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know. What are your opinions on this film?
I like it. It was very controversial when it was released. Did you know that?
Yeah, you were saying this to me. What was the controversy?
So basically, when the film was released, it was picketed by angry parents who had nothing better to do because they didn't like seeing Santa Claus shown as an axe murderer. Because I think a lot of the publicity material had him just as Santa, holding an axe. And obviously there's that scene right at the end after he's killed a police officer where he's going into the orphanage and he's got the axe and it's all bloody.
Yeah.
Now, if we just ignore the fact that this film was released in 1984 and Christmas Evil was released in 1980, so I don't know...
Yeah, they'd already had...
Yeah, I don't know where the parents were in 1980, but I guess they had other things to do.
Well, Christmas Evil was such a shit film, probably not that many people saw it.
But yeah, so basically, because of all this picketing and stuff, it really affected the box office sales, and they pulled it out of cinemas after 2 weeks.
Really?
Yep.
And then they went on to make 4 other films.
Yep. Fun fact,
to show him.
There was a famous person who was a guy called Mickey Rooney, who was...
I know him.
Yep. He was a huge naysayer for this film. He is in one of the sequels.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
You'll see. To protest the film, critics Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel, I'm reading this off IMDb Trivia if you didn't know, they read the credits out loud on their television show, saying, "Shame, shame, shame," after each name.
Oh, so they did the shame march from Game of Thrones?
Yep.
They invented that?
Yep.
I mean...
Yeah.
That's weird. I guess, does it make sense? I don't agree with it, and I don't think this film... I don't get that with any films, really.
I just kind of feel like, if you're a parent... Okay, picketing this film. Just an idea. Maybe don't take your kid to see a film called Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Clues in the fucking
thing,
name.
Innit? Why were they showing I guess, like you said, it was the advertising material more than the film,
but
I guess.
Just sort of say to your kid, it's a horror movie. That's not what Santa's like.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like parents get their knickers in a twist about a lot of things, and we're currently...
Not parents. Some parents.
Yeah, some parents. And we're experiencing this very much in the UK at the moment. And half of it just requires them to sit down with their kids and have a bit of a chat. Females can ejaculate. That's okay.
5 fingers is fine.
Yeah. I mean, well, no. 4 and a thumb.
Whoa.
4 and a thumb.
How dare you?
Well,
yeah, that's
if you're getting
fingers.
2
you
hands in. I'm just thinking 2. I don't know.
Hey, if you want 2 hands in your Liam...
You should be allowed
I'm not going to judge you.
No, you should be allowed that. And look, if little Timmy happens to see that on the internet, 1, why haven't you got parental control set up? And 2, maybe just explain to him, look, some people like that and that's okay. If you don't want to do that, don't. Just say, this isn't for you. They wouldn't enjoy that if you did that to them because your hands are tiny, so they wouldn't notice.
Stop. Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
So anyway, it's Christmas, so if you want to dress up as Santa and put 5 fingers in, crack on. Also, there's a really good pun in a scene with before the woman gets impaled on the antler, she's having sex on a pool table, and one of the guys talks about putting 2 balls in a pocket, which I thought was quite good.
Yeah.
That was good. Randomly, she just then decides, before they have sex, I think I heard the cat, and then just leaves and opens the front door with her tits out.
Also, they're not having sex in a private area in their house. No. Because his little sister comes down at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like, quick, get dressed. Oh, God, she's coming. I was like, well, Jesus.
There's another really good little line. Her boyfriend has some excellent lines where she says that Linnea Quigley's character says to little sister, if you don't go to bed, Santa won't come. And then her boyfriend whispers, he's not the only one.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he's my favourite character in the film.
Yeah, he makes a fatal mistake in grabbing a poker to try and beat up the killer with.
Yeah.
Which I've never seen a poker be used as an effective weapon in a movie.
I think they probably could be.
They could, but it seems to be a very common go-to weapon in a movie, and it never pans out well.
No, that's true.
So, that's just one observation.
Yeah, I don't know, this film was fine.
So okay, are you now looking forward to the sequel?
I am.
I want you to, obviously, with just the knowledge of this film, I want you to just guess what you think the sequel will be about.
I mean, so that's the thing, right? Because that's what I was saying earlier about the ending. Is he gets killed, and everyone's like, well, it's over, thank goodness. And then his brother turns to the camera and goes, naughty, which is the killer's line. Yeah. And it's this really dramatic zoom on a 5-year-old's face.
Yeah.
So the only thing I can think, because it's either going to be the brother becomes the killer in the next one.
Yeah.
Right? That's the sensible, what they should probably do.
Yeah.
But it could also go the other way of these sort of slasher films and make him a supernatural monster.
Okay. Bit like, they could sort of draw from the Krampus idea a bit, I guess.
Yeah, or because it's like how, the original Friday the 13th, nothing supernatural happens till right at the end, and then it becomes this series of this supernatural killer sort of thing.
Yeah.
Same with Halloween. He's not particularly supernatural in the first one until the end, where you find out he's immortal.
Yeah. Okay, so that's... Would you watch this movie again?
Maybe. If I was with other people and wanted to show them a film that I thought they would laugh at.
Okay.
I'm not going to just sit down and watch this film by myself.
Did it make you feel just even a little bit Christmassy? Because it did for me.
It didn't for me.
Okay. I watched it last night, and then it's just it might be a coincidence, but today I found myself singing a lot of Christmas songs. I mean,
this is worrying, Liam. If this is the film, the Christmas horror films are what get you feeling festive.
But I think that's the thing about them, If you look at Elf, right? If we could just compare the two for a second.
I mean, weird to compare these two films, but go on.
But Elf is about this elf in this winter wonderland who comes to New York, is it?
New York.
It's got to be.
Yeah. It is,
Comes to New York, and he spreads Christmas spirit, right? But he was already Christmassy to start with. So, him as a character doesn't really, evolve a lot. If anything, he's
the
there
evolution of the other characters.
Yeah, exactly. The other characters evolve around him. But Christmas is just a constant thing. Whereas in Silent Night, Deadly Night, there's a few people who won't be seeing Christmas this year because they're dead.
Yeah.
And then you've got this idea that, oh no, Christmas might not come because there's this looming evil. But then in the end, it gets stopped, and you're like, "Way, jingle bells! Let's celebrate Christmas! Woohoo!" Do you know what I mean?
I don't know if many of those kids were celebrating Christmas after this.
Yeah, but you're not one of those kids. You're just watching it the evil's been gone. Now we can get on with Christmas.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just trying.
Don't know if I agree.
I'm trying to put a festive spin on it, Jack.
You don't need to.
Well, a more positive festive spin.
Ah, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Not one that's all doom and gloom.
Yeah, not one that's all about murderers. Out of 5?
For me, probably, again, Elf, 3 out of 5.
I think it's a 3 out of 5 for me.
Hey, we agreed on something, again.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It is. So you have to wait for next year to hear what we think about Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
I personally can't wait.
I'm doing The Grinch, maybe.
Possibly.
So I hope so. I would look forward to that.
Fair enough.
I'm more excited for your thoughts on Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, in all honesty. Is that it?
I think that might be it. Is that it?
I think so.
It's weird, isn't it? But when we don't talk about 3 Santa Claus films, we actually finish the Christmas special on a reasonable time.
You raise an interesting point there, because I have to admit I'm a little bit disappointed that you didn't go above and beyond this year and watch all of the Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's I kind of dangled that there as a carrot, and I was like, I wonder if he will or not. Does he love the show enough to go above and beyond like I did last year?
It's got nothing to do with love of the show, Liam. I just have a real human life that I have to live. So I don't have time to watch the entire series.
Don't believe that for 1 second.
I've been doing lots of busy stuff, Liam.
We did an entire section called Catching Up With, and the thing you did was you went to one office Christmas party.
Yeah, and that stressed me out for a week, Liam.
Right.
Maybe it was yesterday, so it didn't even do that.
Yeah. The thing was the Santa Claus movies is I watched them all in one night, and it was actually a really good night. It did get me feeling quite festive. So I think maybe you could have done this in all. It would have
probably pure insanity.
Probably would have taken you 5-6 hours to do this. You could have done that in a night.
No, thanks. I'm all right.
Yeah. So now you got to wait till next year, listeners.
Yeah, that's good. It's more anticipation. We're all gonna watch it together, listeners.
That's true. I hope that you've done a good enough job of selling it to people that they'll watch this one and then watch the next one next year.
Oh, I don't think they should watch it particularly.
Someone did tweet us saying that they watched it after I was tweeting about it, and I sent them the trailer because they were curious. And they said that they watched it and it was okay. 3 stars for it, and they said I just ... don't know.
Oh, they should. Whoever that was should go and watch Christmas Evil, because that that ... I just don't know. That is Christmas Evil.
I mean, yeah, you could definitely tweet them and say that.
No, I'm alright.
Alright then.
They'll hear me say it here.
If they listen.
Fucking better.
So, I think that might be it for our Christmas special.
Yeah.
So next time, the episode itself will be like a look back and a look forward. The culture swap, in the idea of like new beginnings and all that, we're doing Pokémon Moon.
Like, you can say Sun and Moon, even though we're both playing Moon. They're the same game.
Well, they're not. There's differences that we can't talk about because we haven't played them.
Yeah, like whatever. Fine. It's Christmas. I'm not falling out with you.
No, and it ties into the idea of like rebirth because it's a new Pokemon game and they've changed a lot of stuff, which might be what we'll be doing with the show.
That's Easter.
Oh well, you know what I mean, like fucking looking forward at shit.
Hey, it's Christmas.
Yeah, it is, and you're stressing me out about New Year already. Have you got any New Year plans?
Yeah, I'm going to a party.
It's my mum's birthday, so I've got kind of
On New Year's Day or Eve?
New Year's Day.
Oh.
So I spend New Year's Eve with her. It goes midnight. I go, happy birthday. She goes, thank you. And then she gets presents the next day.
Fair enough. That's always good.
I mean, it's a bit of a pain, to be honest.
Yeah, but you're just a miserable shit, so...
Well, no, like, you know, yeah. It's Christmas. I don't want to argue.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, it's fine. You know, she'll have a good time, probably. Well, okay, so here's why it's a bit of a pain. Can I let you into a secret?
Go on.
Last year, we went to a local pub, and both me and Kat were a bit like, oh, this might be shit, and it turned out to be really good, okay? The reason why it's a bit of a pain is this year, we're going back to that local pub.
But you said it was a good time.
Yeah, for some reason, this year, there's an Elvis tribute act.
Oh.
I don't mind Elvis. Don't want to spend New Year's Eve with an Elvis tribute act.
Well, he'll probably only be on for, like an hour or two.
I fucking hope so, Jack.
He won't be doing the whole night.
So, yeah, bit of a pain. But other than that, you know, New Year's Eve. This episode's going out on Boxing Day, right?
Yep.
So, I'm going to say on this episode, I hope you all had a good Christmas and will have a happy New Year.
I concur with Liam.
If you want to play Pokemon Moon, if you've played Pokemon Moon, it's been out for a while now, just fucking get in touch.
Or Sun, you can contact us about either.
Sure, yeah, we'd like to hear what's different about Sun, you know?
Not that much.
Just email, tweet us, whatever you want to do.
Where can they do that, Liam?
Well, Jack, they could tweet us at Nerd on Nerd. They could email us, nerdonnerdpod@gmail.com. They could find us on YouTube. If you just type in Nerd on Nerd, all one word, will pop up. You can find us on SoundCloud. Go to SoundCloud. You'll have all of our pages. It's listed there. I've done a little thingy where it lists all of our social stuff. Also, on Facebook, there's a Nerd on Nerd fan page. Not many people have liked it. Why don't you be one of the first?
That was very good.
Guess what else?
What else?
You could review us on iTunes. Give us a little star rating. Type some nice words. Job done.
How many stars should I rate us?
If it was you, I'd say give us 5.
Okay. Have you actually rated the podcast yet? Because I haven't.
No, I haven't. I feel like it's. I feel like I shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it feels wrong.
Yeah. There's other podcasts that I have enjoyed that I have been meaning to go and rate. So if I listen to your podcast and I haven't rated it yet, I either didn't enjoy it or I forgot. Probably the latter, to be honest.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, have a good one. Ho, ho, ho. Fucking hell, I'll do this again next year, I guess.
Bye.
Bye.